deacons, prophets, sages, Leviticus, laws to pause, find phrases, turning them corners, your spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Psalms singing sweet, unbroken lines, hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul serving sound. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace, the time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right. Just needed to double check sound today, how it's doing, how it's going. How you doing? How you going? Christopher, sorry to hear about the gallstones. I do not know much about the cause of gallstones, but I do know that's a difficult thing to have happen. I know kidney stones are awful as well, so I'm glad that's taken care of. I'm glad that episode is over, but yeah, I totally get that. What did you eat that triggered it? What was the cause? What can you do to not have it happen again? Absolutely, I think the right questions there. Sometimes that's hard to know, and I don't know how long it takes to make those, to know what you ate, how long ago that contributed to that, but yeah, that does not sound like a great time. Salt crystals? Okay, it's crystals turning into stones. Okay. Papstio, good morning. Tomorrow, good morning. I'm wearing my full circle beans this morning because I don't have right now any tea with caffeine, and I need some caffeine this morning after being up on the podcast until 1:30 in the morning. So slow morning here. And Papsio, you were hanging out there for a while. I don't know if you hung out all the way to the end. What a great podcast we had yesterday on the Church Digital. Gonna be a few days now, I think, before. Oh no, we got a podcast next Tuesday, and then we'll have a break. So we'll have about a 10-day break after that. I'm still just trying to do one a week. So we'll go from Tuesday to Friday the following week. So not to the very end, but almost. Okay. Are you high or low? I'm kind of middling. I'm fair to middling today. Now, if you're not from Texas, or if you've not heard that phrase, it means whatever you want it to mean on some level. Fair, I'm doing fair, to middling, like I'm here, but up to here, I'm in between, I'm somewhere in the middle, I'm fair to middling. So, and Midland's also a location, so, you know, I don't know what exactly it means, but you can say it and it means whatever you want it to mean. You have a coworker that uses that all the time. It's like, there are a couple of phrases that I picked up in the South that I really like. Like yesterday, I was getting ready to leave, headed to the cross country meet, and my wife had asked me to stop by because she's at her parents, my in-laws, and I said, I'm fixing to leave. Well, fixing to leave doesn't actually mean you are leaving. Fixing to leave means you have given some thought to actually leaving, and maybe you'll be leaving soon, but fixing to leave could still be hours away. So I said, fixing to leave, and hopped in the car not too long after that. Yeah, you love dialects. I know. I love the different ways of looking at things. RCN, you are a submarine Ojibwe today? Are you Ojibwe? I have lots of friends who are Ojibwe. In Canada, we say, well, my snot hasn't frozen yet. Woo! You are, dude, I didn't know that. Algonquin, yeah. Yeah, I can say my mom lives just off of one of the Ojibwe reservations in the UP. Federal carded status is Algonquin. Dude, I love learning new stuff. Yeah, RCN, that's super cool. Betwixt, so to speak. Ooh, yeah. Okay. You love a good West goodbye. Goodbye means we're going to go into a random subject for the next 5 minutes as we head towards the door. It's true that, man. I am like, goodbyes can take an hour. Got to go get ready for work. Yep. Thank you. All right. All right. By the way, we do have Control Alt Recover conference today. You can still sign up for the conference. It is just a few hours away. So you can still go sign up for the con, get registered, and then next week is the European conference, and the one after that, that's the one I'm doing. That is going to be fantastic. I'm getting so excited about it. Not sure. UP. Oh, sorry. Oh. Like, you spelled it wrong. UP is short for Upper Peninsula. So if you live in Michigan, which this is your map of the state of Michigan, and you know where you live, the Upper Peninsula is up above it. So that's we just shortened it to UP for Upper Peninsula, Christopher. Like a what? Yeah, you wouldn't. I'm like, now I know why. You're like, what do you mean UP? No. The letter U, the letter P. So. Yeah, you wish there was pictures allowed. Well, I do like that emotes. Oh my goodness, I love emotes. Artsy Bible Nerd, dude, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna add more, but I think that covers it. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing well, friend. Okay. Brain, I'm gonna be a little slow today. Honestly, I am. I'm gonna be a little slow here, trying to figure out what I'm doing. No cap for me? Oh, man. Like, I need my thinking cap on today. Like, what am I going to think about? How am I going to figure out what I'm doing when I don't have my hat? I want my hat. I'm going to be slap happy today. I just, got to get some energy into my brain somehow. Okay. And we are on Proverbs today. A proverb gets paid for what an amateur verb does for free. So a proverb, it's a bad joke. It's an old joke. But it helped me remember what I was trying to type. You're so beautiful regardless. God still loves you. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Beautiful day yesterday. So good. 2 podcasts in a day. 2 classes I taught in a day. Whole bunch of stuff. All you have is a bump on your left knee. Oh, both. Whoa, I missed something. You walked away from a car accident. Dude. Yay God that you walked away from it, because they can be more serious than that. And a bump on the knee. Whew. Praise God for that. Oh, okay. We've got to redeem the blessing. So let me give you the blessing. May God's seeking comfort find you. May his loving arms bind you. May his might protect you. May his wisdom direct you. May the joyous love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you know, both now and forevermore. Amen. So, be blessed in everything you do today, friends. All right. We are in Proverbs 2. That's where we are. Brain is starting to wake up. Okay. What kind of man? Yeah. What kind of man was Boaz before he got married? He was ruthless. Which is a really bad joke, because he wasn't ruthless. He was a very kind man and a loving man. So, yes, I get the pun, but it's almost disparaging of his character to say such a joke about him.
Oh, no. Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Newman. All right, I'm going to take this cover off for now. And after the con in 2 weeks, I'll put it back up. I mean, we still got the info on it, but we'll emphasize it later. Oh, wait. Where are the stream avatars today? Error. Oh, okay. Let's try connecting again. There we go. Error. Bummer. All right. I don't know what's up with that. No stream avatars today, everybody. Sorry. So sorry. You love Newman. What do you mean you love Newman? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, like, it's Jerry's show. It's Jerry's show. You know, it's all right if you like Kramer, because he's there all the time, or George, or Elaine, but how could you like Newman? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. I think my Jerry's on today. I think it's a little off. All right. Bum, 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 bum. He's so eccentric. Oh, yes. In that regards, yes. All right, so I made coffee today, as I was saying earlier, and it's a little hot. I didn't have the wait time to be able to let it cool down. So we got the lid off of there. We'll give it a little bit of time. It's still a little bit too warm to drink. And there we are. So timer is up. Wait. You didn't get any tea? Why? Was there a redeem for tea? I didn't see it. If there was, let me look. I've noticed that the tea ones do not show up. There's some things that don't show up. Okay, if there was, I missed it. Okay, I do have tea. So here is some tea. What tea do I have? Oh, this is a berry tea that I have. So I have this, but I want to try to get some caffeine. Just thought you'd share. Oh, gotcha. I'm a little slow this morning, so I missed the reference. Okay. So let's do some Proverbs. My child, if you receive my words and store up my commands inside yourself by making your ear attentive to wisdom and by turning your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for discernment, shout loudly for understanding. If if you seek it like silver and search for it like hidden treasure, then you will understand how to fear the Lord, and you will discover knowledge about God. Hey, Lou says, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Had a raid last night. Yeah, shout loudly. What? So, I love this personification here of wisdom as a person, as something that you seek after. It's only if you do all of these things that then, and only then, or as a result of then, is it a causal then. The fear of the Lord, the noun is an objective. Genitive, the Lord is to be the object of fear and reverence. Okay, that's all they're talking about. Oh, then you will have understanding. The verb being, to perceive, to understand, to discern, refers to the ability to grasp, discern, or to be sensitive to what it means to fear the Lord. Still think this is a causal relationship. You need to take all of the initiative to do this. And then, because you are seeking after knowledge and wisdom and discernment, then you'll be able to understand how to fear the Lord. And fear of the Lord is not a quaking in your boots. It is a proper reverence for. The same way that you would fear your parents as a child is not just because they have the ability to punish you. It is because of the authority and position that they hold over you. And so that's what it is. So, no, I'm not playing stupid bot. Yeah, thanks for the raid suggestion. Perfect timing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the raid came in last night right after 50 gift subs. It, like, boom. I mean, oh my goodness. Super cool last night. All right. Was it 50 or is it 20? I don't know. My brain is on sleep mode. All right. Then, so you need to do all of these things. So what is it? What is it? Let's just back up and read that. If you receive my words and store up my commands by hearing with your ear attentive to wisdom, by turning your heart to understanding, if you call out for discernment, shout loudly for understanding, if you seek for it like silver, search for it like hidden treasure, then and only then you will understand how to fear the Lord. And you will discover knowledge about God. So searching for these things leads to proper respect and for who God is, and then also knowledge of God. Love the podcast you did with the church yesterday, TOS. Yeah, I did 2 podcasts yesterday. They were both pretty awesome. You gotta go, Christopher. Thank you for being here, friend. Thank you for showing up so frequently. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. The Lord gives. The verb is in the imperfect tense, which probably functions as a habitual imperfect describing a universal truth in the past, present, and future. So it's a habitual. God is in the habit of giving wisdom. Would you like some? He might just give you some if you go seek for it, if you go find it, if you inquire of it, if you desire, if you scream about you want it, you might get it. He stores up effective counsel for the upright, and it is like a shield for those who live with integrity, to guard the paths of the righteous and to protect the way of his pious ones. So what does wisdom, knowledge, understanding do? Effective counsel and a shield for those with integrity, and it guards the path of the righteous, and it protects the way of the pious, and the way is your way of life, your walk, your journey, the thing that you are on, the path. So 4 things it does there. Stop misusing this shout out command. That's funny. Lucis, by the way, how are the kiddos doing? How's the school year going so far for the kiddos? Then you will understand righteousness and justice and equity every good way. So, you need to do these things to lead to understanding these things. Discern. Yeah, discern. So if you're seeking after things, then you will discern. The phrase every good way functions appositionally to the preceding triad of righteous attributes, further explaining and defining them. It's good, they're good, thanks for... Yeah, good. I hadn't heard anything. I make the assumption it probably was, but I just thought I would ask today. For wisdom will enter your heart. Help, get this out of here. What are you doing in there? I didn't want you there. I wanted you up here. Why are you? I'm just kidding. And knowledge will be attractive to you. Hey, baby. How's it going? Yeah, oh yeah. I got wisdom. got understanding. Come on over here, knowledge. How you doing, baby? Christopher, you're thankful you get free healthcare regardless of what society class you're in. I have not experienced it. In some places, as I've heard about it, there is a level at which sometimes it feels like it's rationed. I don't know the legitimacy of that. And so, or there's quality issues, but frankly, I don't know that any system is perfect, regardless if it's paid for or if it's a socially given by taxes. Yeah, it's paid by taxes, exactly. So it's not, it's just, I don't like my system. Let me put it that way. I think there's flaws in our system. I don't know if your system is the right solution, but I wish that it did not bankrupt people. And I wish that people did, well, I know I have a friend who does have socialized medicine, and yet still, not everything is covered there. So Christian Ninja is in Canada, where they have socialized medicine, but in order for his wife to get treatment, for mental health, he's still having to raise funds for that. So there is the link. We're passing the cap for him right now. If you are able to give, that's pretty cool. All right. Discretion will protect you. Understanding will guard you to deliver you from the way of the wicked, from those who speak perversity, who leave the upright paths to walk in the dark ways, who delight in doing evil. They rejoice in perverse evil, whose paths are crooked, and who are devious in their ways, to deliver you from the adulterous woman. Okay, I think we'll come back to that because we got ad break coming in, everybody. So let's go take a look at the fishies.
Flat cat pastor rocks his tweed, streaming life by the reeds. Fish pond calming, glassy clear, view it all right from here. Dapper man with Saxon hand plays tunes by his quiet land. Acoustic guitar in the breeze serenades the fish with ease. Watch the fish, they swim along to the rhythm of his song. Flat cat pastor shows the way, stream it live come what may. With his cam he shows it all, little fish both big and small. Life in ponds so serene, nature's beauty on a screen. See the ripples, watch the flow, hear the music, gentle glow. Flat cap's charm and calming tone makes the fish feel right at home. Watch the fish, they swim along to the rhythm of his song. Flat cat pastor shows the way, stream it live, come what may.
Lucis, you're pretty funny. I was just thinking the same thing. Hey, Wywis is making a show today, and there you're going, hi, Wywis. So there we go. So those that do not know, Wywis is the albino plecostomus who's hanging out in the tank. We've got guppies in the upper left. We've got guppies in the lower left, along with some koi. I put guppies in there because I brought it down to just 2 koi in the tank because they're getting bigger and they needed, well, frankly, a little bit more room to grow and more water because they're dirty fish and I got to keep cleaning the tank all the time. So to help it keep under control, that's what I was doing there. We got the pond outside in the upper right and the beach, sunset and sunrises. might be done for the year, in the sense of, yeah, there's clouds and we won't see it, or there's trees and we won't see it. I mean, they'll still happen, but beautiful day at the beach. All right, let's get back to the Bible. Okay. Crooked, the objective, I cash, crooked, twisted, used metaphorically, patterned of objects that depict permanent bodily defects, blindness, lameness, etc. Their actions are morally defective and, apart from repentance, are permanently crooked or twisted. I do not know why they have such an obsession with everything is morally with this translation. Like, a path is your way of life. To be crooked is to not be straight. Straight is the desired way for a path to be. So it is the lack of desired way for it to be twisted and to be perverted by being twisted. It doesn't have to be morally the problem. It could just be the absence of good. This is one of the things that, like, we get so binary in things at times. Like, good is the opposite of evil. No, I don't think so. I don't think evil is the opposite of good. Evil is the absence of good. And good is the thing that we should strive for. I really like the idea of one thing being the absence of another more than two things being opposites of each other. Darkness does not exist. It's not a thing. Darkness is the absence of light. Darkness exists where light does not. Once you bring light, darkness can't exist. You can't bring darkness into light and cause the light to go out. So darkness doesn't exist. It's the absence of light. So, I don't know. Zack Attack, good morning. Evil is good with 0.01% sin. I mean, I guess, but really, okay, the word for evil in Scripture, in the Old Testament, is Ra. Ra does not have to always be translated as evil, okay? We make a decision to emphasize something as being evil and give a connotation to something where it can simply just be the absence of good. So that's what I take issue with at times, is Ra just can be bad, okay? Doesn't mean it's evil. So if I leave my food out on the counter, like my coffee or tea, and it gets cold, and I wait till the next day, and it's been sitting out at room temperature for 24 hours, and I go to drink it, it's bad. It's bad. It is not good. It doesn't make it evil. Okay, it doesn't make it evil. It's just not good. So we jump to the opposites of it's evil. Well, no, evil might have intent. Evil might have more to it than just being the absence of good. So, anyway, let's keep going. You see what I'm saying? Okay, good. Good. Well, I was trying to avoid rotten fruit because rotting is a process of decomposition. So it's slightly different than something just being bad taste that might not be bad for you yet. You know, like something goes rancid, takes time, and the whole process is moving towards something that could be detrimental to your health. But there is a state in between where it is no longer good, but it is not rotten yet entirely. It's in the process of moving there. And we just want to jump to the extremes of things. Anyway, we were talking about the corruption of the adulterous woman. Okay, so why do we need to have wisdom, knowledge, understanding to deliver you from the adulterous woman? The Hebrew says strange woman. So, Hebrew strange woman in the KJV and the NASB. NRSV, the loose woman, the root to be strange, sometimes referred to a person who are ethnically foreign to Israel, but it often refers to is moral estrangement from God of his covenant. Referring to a woman as mean of adulteress or prostitution. It does not mean that she is a foreigner, but that she is estranged from the community with its social and religious values. It describes her as an outside the framework of the covenant community, the meaning of the Old Testament. Okay. Here's one of the things is the word that's used for adulterous woman is the one who is also the motif of what the people do as a people group when they are not following after God and they are pursuing other gods. They are adulterous in their relationship towards God. They are not holding to the relationship that they should be. So the point of having the adulterous woman here is about straying from your relationship with God. It's not entirely only a sexual nature here. This is about your spiritual way, your spiritual walk, just as much as it could be about any given activity. The adulteress is the one that is not the way in which you should go. Hope that makes sense. Alien woman. The objective foreign alien may refer to people of not Israel. Okay. So we're using two metaphors for the same kind of thing. The one who is not the one you're in relationship, that's not who you should be in relationship with. The one who is foreign to you is not the one that you should be in relationship. Who has flattered you with her words, who leaves the husband from her younger days, and has ignored her marriage covenant made before God. Okay, see, here is the referent, the covenant made before God. The going astray from the covenant you made. That is the emphasis here. Whether this is absolutely taken, because this is wisdom literature, this is absolutely taken to be a reference to an actual activity of sexual relations, or if this is metaphorical of straying from your covenant relationship with God towards other gods, can be seen here. It does not have to be simply, oh, this is all just about sex. For she has set her house by death, her paths by the place of the departed spirits. None will go into her, will return, nor will they reach the paths of life. So you will walk in the ways of good people, and will keep on the paths of the righteous. For the upright will reside in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be torn away from it. So, stick to the relationship you have with God, and you get to remain in the land. Stray from it, the path of the wicked, trying to strive after things that shortcut the way that things should be, that go on the twisted path, trying to strive after other things that are not about the covenant that you made with God. And what's going to happen is bad things, removal from the land, treacherous things, torn away from you. It's going to be ruined. So, Christopher, I know that clips could be falsely generated, but it seems as though Dearborn, Michigan is now an Islamic area. They even stop traffic to pray on the road. I have not seen anything about them stopping traffic to pray on the road, Christopher. But Dearborn has been one of the places that does have a lot of people that have migrated from the Middle East there. So, yeah, I like, if it's happening, I'm like, I'm in the state. It doesn't even make the news here. So, unless there was something big that just happened that I don't know about, which is usually the case, I don't always hear about it first. Papsio, thank you for the lurk, buddy. Okay, so there we go. Proverbs 2. Now, one of the things with Proverbs, and you're gonna get tired of me saying this, but Proverbs are wisdom literature. They are truths that you can hold to for guidance in life. They are like a plumb line, but they are not a guarantee. They are not a guarantee. The same way that I can go brew my tea or my coffee with the exact precise measurements every single time, I can measure out the precise weight of my tea leaves and the precise temperature of my water, and even making sure I'm using the exact same water every time in the same vessel every time, and accommodating for any temperature variance in the atmosphere so that I get exactly the right process every time and the exact length of time that I brew for it. And you know what I don't have control over? The quality of the leaves that they ship me. Because one year might be a bad batch, another year it might get this mold or something else in it that I have no control over. So it's a general rule. It is wisdom that if you follow the path and you hold it up to it, you're going to have the outcomes it talks about. But they're not promises. There is no promise here from God that if you stay to the wisdom of it, that the outcome it speaks of will be guaranteed. It is a proverb, which means these are statements about life that are worth considering, worth following, because they have results that come about like this. The other reason why we need to make sure that we understand they're not promises is because some of them are outside our control. Train up a child in the way they shall go, and when they're old, they won't depart from it. Sounds great. Not a guarantee. Train up your child in the way they should go? Good. In the general sense, they are going to not depart from it if that's the way that you do things, but it's not a guarantee.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. Dun, dun, dun. So, I know I overemphasize that. I do. But it's because I've seen too many people at times come and say, Pastor, I raised my child in the way they should go, and they've departed from it. Homie, don't play that. That's right. So they are truths that we can hold to. Now, we can still have hope in the fact that if we did train a child the way they should go, even if they've departed from it, maybe they will return to it because they know the path. But frankly, people stray from the path all the time, and we don't have control over it. So, all right, we got Proverbs 2 in the books. In the books. That's much better than last week. We got one proverb in. Oh, by the way, we can go a little longer today. We'll go another hour. Christopher with a spot of tea. So I do have coffee here, but since you redeemed spot of tea, I will give you the choice of do I have tea or do I which is my berry tea. Do I do tea or do coffee? I'll give you the choice here because I don't have a spot of coffee, but I'll let you choose what I'm drinking today. Let me know. Oh, yeah, that smells good. All right. Coty. All right. I know how to do it. A spot of tea. A spot of tea. What do you do with a spot of coffee? I don't know. Oh, that's right. Sorry. That's what I was drinking last night. It's a little bit of leftover berry tea. I forgot. I put honey in there. Oh, that's so good. I can taste it right on the first sip there. And some caffeine coffee there, baby. Woohoo! All right, I think that's about cool enough. We're going to put the lid on so it'll maintain that temperature. That's good. Good. All right. On to Proverbs 3. My child. What do we have here on the footnote from my child? My son. Likewise. Okay. They probably gave us a footnote on it previously. It may be sun, but it's applicable to everyone. You'd love it if you would at least try to sip a Coty cup. Well, okay. You mean mix them? We could try that. I don't think this is going to be any good. I'm not counting on this being any good. I mean, this is blue. This is like berry tea, and that is some strong coffee. Yeah. I mean, why not? It's a strange day. Here's one in your eye. They like canceled the flavor out of each other. Like there's almost no flavor at all. That is super weird. Like they canceled each other out. Like I'm just drinking like dirty water. I mean, like that's what I mean. Like it tastes like you had some, like you dirty water. That's it. Like there's no coffee flavor. Just maybe a hint of a fruit on the end. The honey is muted. That's a wrong combo. All right. Well, thank you for the grand experiment there. Okay. Zack Attack with the no cap.
Help! I'm being repressed!
Well played, friend. Well played. No cap, and then plays the help, I'm being repressed. Oh, did you hear that? That's a dead giveaway. I do not need to go down that rabbit trail of quoting Monty Python today. I am resisting that urge. Okay. How are you redeeming? I have no cap. You're gonna have to wait. Good day, sir. You guys are so awesome today. Like, I need the goofiness because I'm only firing on 4 cylinders, and it's a 8-cylinder engine today. Okay. My child, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commands. Okay, the heart is the center of what you do, okay? So sometimes they like to switch this to mind because that's the way we would think today, instead of the heart being the center of what you are going to do. So, for they will provide a long and full life and well-being for you. So what is going to do that? Letting your heart keep my commands. So this is a father to a child. Here is my instructions. Follow my instructions. Following my instructions are going to provide a long and full life and well-being for you. Again, no guarantee, but here's the best way to go about that. I love talking about Zach. 4 cylinders, that's 2 more than me. Oh, Christopher, you couldn't do the shout out for Papsio? Lucis will probably get that. You guys have cylinders. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do not let mercy and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. What is the key thing that he wants his children to have? The term hesed can mean mercy, loyal love, or covenant love. The two terms hesed, ve'emet, mercy and truth, are used together over 24 times. Sometimes they are treated in parallel clauses, and sometimes they are paired in hendiades to be understood as faithful mercy. Here they are pictured as concrete objects to tie around one's neck so as to level, so at that level, they are distinct enough, though they complement each other. So you want to be a good looking to everybody around you. Let mercy and truth just hang around you like an ornament around your neck. Like, woohoo, check me out. You need a sword for shout out to happen, but you can shout at them. I just love these images, like, and Hesed. I mean, I want to go with loyal love more than mercy. I know it has a connotation of that can mean mercy, but to me, loyal love is just so powerful, and we don't use it enough. We do not use it enough. It is still a level of mercy, mercy being undeserved love, a covenant love being relationship that you have committed to love. It is the word used of God's love for humans all the time. God is in Hesed love for his people. So, like, I really think it would have been cool. I have no problem with artists being artistic and sharing their ideas of how to worship and what way they do. I'm not going to get down on Corey Asbury for reckless love and God's love isn't reckless and go down that argument trail. Because from Corey's perspective, he's saying the way that it looks to me from where I'm standing, this is how it appears. Now, he doesn't say that in there because why? It's poetic, artistic. So you don't say, well, it kind of looks like, and metaphorically speaking, I would say that it's reckless. He just says flat out, it is. Equals, boom, that's the end of it. Why? Because it's poetic. So I would have loved it if he'd have said, the Hesed love of God. And then people go, what the heck are you talking about? And you got to go look it up. I love that. I love that when that happens. All right. Timer's out. Ads are rolling. I'm going to give you a promo for conferences that are coming up.
Ministry. You also know what it means to be a gamer. And you
While I
know
get up and
what
stretch.
it means to try to share Jesus in that space. I mean, you're doing it. You're in the lobbies, you're on Discord, you're in game chats, you're trying to be encouraging in your live stream chat, you're trying to bring hope into that stream. You're praying for the person behind the handle. Gaming might be the medium, but discipleship is the true mission. And you feel like you're doing this by yourself. But imagine you weren't doing it alone. You've got backup. Imagine you were equipped and resourced and linked with others who know that discipleship can happen where you're at, where other players are gathering. Imagine that your passion is coordinated. You can have fun and be intentional on your streams. What if there was a summit built just for you, for digital missionaries in the gaming world? What if you were not just playing together, but you were actually building the kingdom together? That is DMCon, a digital space for gamers who disciple and disciples who game. If you've ever questioned whether games could be sacred ground, this is your confirmation. The digital spaces you inhabit can become communities of belonging, healing, and gospel transformation. Jesus is already in the game. Let's discover where together. You're not alone. Come and see who else is with you right now. Register for DMCon today.
Attention streamers, content creators, gamers, and cosplayers. Last year, ReachConf was an absolute blast. An in-real-life celebration where creators connected, impactful speakers inspired, gaming tourneys, on-stage shenanigans, and fantastic music kept the energy high. It was more than an event. It was a community coming together. Get ready for ReachConf 2025, happening November 6 to 8. All the best parts of gaming and creative culture will be there, live and in person. Last year, we hit capacity, and even with increased numbers this year, tickets are sure to sell fast. Don't miss your chance to be part of the ultimate IRL experience. Grab your tickets now and join the movement.
Sorry to delay there. My brain was taking a minute to go, what scene do I need? Bible. That's the one we need. Pepsi, I know you're lurking and you might be listening, so I'm just saying this as the ad was rolling there and I was watching. Hey, wait a minute. I think they were playing DDR. Pepsi, I think you need to be at Reach Conference if you haven't signed up. If you can make it, dude, I think you need to come down there and show some DDR. And I'll say this. If you're there, buddy, I'll play DDR with you. You'll whoop my butt, but if you can make it to Reach Conference, you're the one person I would do DDR with, and I would make a fool of myself doing DDR to hang out with you. So you don't have to answer, just keep lurking. Just a thought there. But by the way, if anyone does want to sign up, use the code FLATCAP for $5 off your ticket, and we're gonna have a good time for sure. All right. So we were talking about the Hesed love of God. So do not let Hesed love and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. So Jesus talking about from the inside is what flows out. It's not what goes into a person that defiles them. It's what comes out of a person. So if what you have is not only visibly seen around you, bound around you, that, hey, this is the goodness that you have. Everyone can see mercy and truth on you. It's on display at all times for everyone to see. It's also from within, coming out and outflowing from you. That's why you want to write it on the tablet of your heart. Then, then you will find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and people. Oh, so let's just kind of go to what did they say about Jesus? Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and people. So what was he then probably doing? He was letting mercy and truth be on display. He was finding favor and good understanding in the sight of God and in people. Understanding does not seem to parallel favor. The LXX attaches the first two words to verse 3 and renders verse 4, and devise excellent things in the sight of the Lord and of men. Okay, interesting. Trust the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. Okay. So we just said, then you will find favor and good understanding. When? When will you find favor and good understanding? When you write mercy and truth on the tablet of your heart. So trust in the Lord and do not rely on your own understanding. Do not lean on your own understanding. Your understanding, the term binah, understanding, is used elsewhere in the book of insight given by God from the instruction in Proverbs. Here it refers to the inherent human understanding that functions in relative ignorance, unless supplemented by divine wisdom. The reflexive pronoun own is supplied in the translation to clarify this point. It is dangerous for a person to rely upon mere human wisdom. I really like that way they're saying it. Do not rely on what it appears to be at first glance. Do not just trust your gut instinct all the time. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm a person that loves to... Oh, Christopher, sorry, I had no hat. You asked for a tip of the cap. Tip of the cap, friend. Tip of the cap. I had no hat when you asked. I just remembered that. So there we go. Relying on your own understanding is instead of going to God for wisdom and understanding. So it's a juxtaposition of the position between the two, the chasm between the two approaches. It's not that as I go to God and I'm in alignment with God that I can't trust my gut about how I should do things or how God is leading me. It's absence of God. So that's the state of which you are in. Don't rely on your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all your ways. What are we doing? Acknowledge. To know him. Yada. Experientially. Yes. So I understand why they're, yeah. Yeah, it's one of these hard, like, it is the verb to know him. So know him in all your ways. That's why we go with acknowledge, because knowing here is kind of hard to translate into English. However, it is have him present in all of these things, so he is along with the experience of you. So it's not a, hey God, look what I'm doing over here, like, you know, kids do. Mom, hey look, mom, look what I can do, mom. You know, it's not like I'm over here sinning, hey God, look what I'm doing, haha, flaunting it. No, it's not that. Acknowledge him is he is in the presence of what you are doing. I am giving credence to my walk with him. The experience of having God with me as I do these things, like, man, I need God today so much as I'm streaming, as I am on a level of half empty. Yeah, I said half empty, not half full. I'm half empty because God's got the time to be able to fill me up by the time I get to the end of the day. So I'm half empty, and I'm not running on fumes because he's given me a good night rest, even though I woke up a couple of times and it wasn't the length of time I normally have. I do feel rejuvenated. I just feel a level of already expended half of my energy for the day. That makes sense? I hope it does. So I'm acknowledging God is my strength in the midst of what I'm doing, and I'm looking for him to make my path straight. The straight path is the walk that I want. Why would I want the curvy, windy one that's going to go, and another way to think of it is not always straight, but sometimes smooth. Yeah, to make smooth or to make straight. Honestly, when I'm thinking about my bicycle and doing that, I want a smooth path. Okay, that's what I want. I do not want the vibration. I do not want the bumps. I don't want no rocks on the road, and we ain't doing no gravel. And what's up with all these potholes? Okay, I want a smooth road. That's the road that is going to be the most advantageous, and my walk, my path is my way of life. I want the smooth road. God, you can smooth this out. Whenever the bumps happen in life, you can smooth them out. I want to rely on you. I mean, this is just such good stuff, everybody. Hope you're getting what the Proverbs are laying down today. Do not be wise in your own estimation. Fear the Lord and turn away from Ra. Yes, I said Ra. The second colon clarifies the first. If the fear of the Lord turns away from evil, then he is dependent on the Lord and not wise in his own eyes. There is a higher source of wisdom than mere human insight. That is a weird thing to turn away from evil. Okay. So do not be wise in your own estimation. Ooh, what do we have here? That's in your own eyes, yes. Okay. Let's just take a position here a second and talk about people who are in their own eyes all that in a bag of chips. The part of the whole premise of shows like American Idol is that there are some people that shouldn't be on the show. And we get to laugh at them for thinking they all that in a bag of chips and going to be the next great singer that everyone's going to flock to listen to. I don't watch the show, but I know enough about it to see when people are bad. Chi bang, oh the baby, when chi move, I go crazy. Like how is that meme still going to come around? Is that little clip going to come around again? Probably. It's not going to be gone. So, yeah. People go on there thinking they're all that in a bag of chips. They got friends or family members who are willing to tell them what they want to hear. Oh, you're so wonderful. You're so good. You should go on the show. I can't believe they didn't let you on the show because you were such a good singer. You are. You really are. So do not be wise in your own estimation. Like, I am not a great video game player. Nobody's coming here to watch me play video games for the purposes of learning how to do it properly and to see the excellent skills in which I'm employing. You might come here for other skills that I have, but it ain't video games. It ain't video games. Tell you that. I'm not wise in my own estimation about my skills with video games. They ain't there. They ain't there. I used to I'll relate this to pool. I used to play pool with a friend growing up who had a pool table in his house. He always kicked my butt. I would not play eight ball with him. Why? I couldn't win. You know what we played? 9-ball. Why did we play 9-ball? If you don't know the difference between 8-ball and 9-ball, 8-ball is when you want to get the 8-ball is the key to get the 8-ball in, you win the game. You have to hit all of your others in, whether stripes or solids in first. Then you get the 8-ball in. You got to call the pocket, and then you're the winner if you have that happen. 9-ball, as soon as 9-ball goes in, you win. Don't have to call a pocket. It can be, we call it slop. You can bounce things around. It accidentally gets bumped in, and you win. So you know what I would do? Like he would knock in, boom, 1, 2, and you have to do them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, he scratched. I hit the 7 into the 9. Boom, I win. And I would always say, I'd rather be lucky than good any day, because luck can beat skill any day of the week. You don't know which day it is, but there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Exactly, everybody. There's a chance. Okay, so that would be being like, I'm not all that in a bag of chips. I have no chips. They're gone. The bag was crushed. All the air was out of the bag, and the chips are just crumbs. So instead of I am everything everybody wants in a streamer, that's why there are millions of people watching on Twitch right now, and half of them are watching me. I'm sorry, I couldn't get through that with a straight face. And instead, I have a proper reverence for God. And with a proper reverence for God, I see the bad that I could pursue, and instead, I don't. This will bring healing to your body. What will? Having a proper reverence for God. Okay, wait a minute. Healing to your body? What do we have here on the footnote? Your navel, your navel, which functions as a synecdoche of part representing equaling for the whole, meaning your body. The geminate noun, navel, string, umbilical cord, occurs only twice, or only 2 other times in the Old Testament. The LXX renders it as your body. So BHS and editors suggest amending the Masoretic text to the more commonly used, your flesh, for your body. But this kind of emendation runs counter to the canons of textual criticism. Normally, the more difficult reading, or rarer term, is preferred as original rather than a smooth reading or common terms. Since navel occurs only twice elsewhere, it is difficult to imagine that it would have been confused for the 2 more common terms. Okay, great, whatever. We still get the same meaning. Okay. Having a proper respect for God brings healing to your body and refreshment to your inner soul. Do not overlook this as the potential for being more than a metaphor. I know we're in Proverbs literature, but refreshment to your inner self is in juxtaposition to healing to your body. If you are in proper relationship with God, healing can happen to your body. Right? Really? Yeah, because Jesus done showed that over and over again in the New Testament when he did healings. Proper relationship with God. Why? Because they had faith often was part of the thing. Your faith has made you well. Having faith, that having the fear, the proper reverence for who Jesus was, putting their faith in him and him as the Messiah, the one to come, did in fact lead to the healing of their body. So don't just take this, and also it's not a promise, okay? Let's make that clear. But the capacity for having a proper position in respect and fear of God, of reverence and faith and trust and turning away from evil can bring healing to your physical body, and it can bring refreshment to your inner self. Don't just focus on the inner being and think that it can't be actually a physical healing, because it can. Now, when and how and it's chosen, I can't make any guarantees on that. I can't make any assumptions on that. I can't even quantify that, only to say it is possible, friends. It is possible. Honor the Lord from your wealth and from the first fruits of your crop. The imperative kabod, honor. Oh, kabod. Okay, so heavy is kabod, is the thing. Here is the verb kabod. Functions as a command, instruction, counsel of exhortation. To honor God means to give him the right place of authority by rendering to him the gifts of tribute. One way to acknowledge God in one's way is to honor him with your wealth. I don't know entirely everything that counts as honoring God with your wealth, okay? And from the first fruits of your crops, okay? So I think there's a level at which, yes, you are honoring God. Can I honor God when I give to the poor? You betcha. That's absolutely something you could do. You could honor God by giving to the poor. I think that's a true thing. Does it mean I have to give to the church? I don't know if that's absolutely what you have to do to honor God. God loves a cheerful giver. So what you are doing to acknowledge what God has given you, the first fruits being the thing that I don't wait around till later. God has blessed me with a little and it's begun to come in, and so I'm going to start with giving right away. Yeah. Then, then your barns will be filled completely and your vats will be overflowing with new wine. Again, not a promise here. Okay? But the principle of not hoarding, not waiting. When you go to the direction of blessing and honoring God to start with from the start, then God brings the overflowing. And again, this is not prosperity preaching, okay? Not guaranteeing, not saying, hey, if you give me 50 subs, God's going to bless you. I'm only saying 50 because I got 50 yesterday, which is a super weird thing for me. So not saying anything like that, simply saying it's the position that you're taking that God is honoring. That's the thing. My child, do not despise discipline from the Lord, and do not loathe his rebuke. For the Lord disciplines those he loves, just as a father disciplines the son in whom he delights. Now, I remember hearing this, I think, taken out of context as a kid regularly. The only reason I discipline you is because I love you. Okay, maybe. I mean, but there's also, it's good for me to learn things if I have discipline. And discipline is anything that helps you to be in right alignment. So you can have disciplines for health reasons. You can have disciplines for spiritual reasons. So they're good for you. You can have mental disciplines as well. So they're not always all just corrective. They are things that put you in alignment with an outcome that you want to have. Yeah, God's gonna do that. So don't despise it. All right. Blessed is the one who has found wisdom and the one who obtains understanding. For her benefit is more profitable than silver, and her gain is better than gold. She's more precious than rubies, and none of these things you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, and in her left hand are riches and honor. Like, what are the things you're striving for in life? Like, just look at that. Like, think of what are the things that people are going to strive after. People want to have riches and honor, and people want to have long life. I mean, isn't that what most people want? That's what you're striving after. You either want longevity of life or you want riches and honor. You want to go viral, and you want to be rich. You want to pay, like, you want to know that I can buy any hat at any time that I want, no matter what the price. I want it. I'm going to take it. It's all good. Oh yeah, and I want to live a long time. Why would I want to depart? Like, I'm living my best life here on stream with all of you. We're hanging out. So they're in the hands. Okay, why are they in the hands? Because they're the gifts that are ready to be given. They're in there. They're possessed. They are ready to be passed on. The right hand is going to give it to you. So the more prominent thing is in the right hand, the long life, a sign of God's blessing. Riches and honor, a sign of God's blessing. How do you get these? You pursue wisdom. Her ways are very pleasant, and her paths are peaceful. She is like a tree of life to those who grasp onto her. The metaphor compares wisdom to the symbol of vitality and fullness of life. Okay, the tree of life was something that God removed Adam and Eve from the garden so they could not grasp it. He is saying that wisdom is like laying hold of the tree of life. What would wisdom have been in the garden? Wisdom would have been being obedient to the instructions God had given. That would have been grasping a hold of the tree of life, doing what they knew they should have done instead of fulfilling the desires of shortcutting and trying to do something contrary, believing the lie that they were missing something that God was holding back on them. And instead, wisdom allows you to grab hold of the tree of light, grasp onto her, and everyone who takes hold of her will be blessed. So cool. By wisdom, the Lord laid the foundation of the earth. He established heavens by its understanding. So when we are talking about, okay, we need to go look up wisdom here. Proverbs 2, Proverbs 3, Proverbs 3. What verse are we in? 19. Wow, let's take, like, I don't end up looking a lot of words up in Proverbs, but let's go look up the word here for wisdom. Chachma. Chachma. Chochma.
Strong's H2451. Chochma. Chochma.
Okay, so look at this. Wisdom is skill in war. So you are smart, you are strategic, you are able to know the right strategy for doing things. Wisdom in administration, you can oversee the way of administering the things in the household so the people have everything that they need, or on the farm, whatever it might be, or in how to cultivate grapes, how to get the best out of your crop. Shrewdness, like I know how to get the outcome. Prudence, like I am wise, I'm able to do things that are the right way. So, what a good word. Where's the first usage? Ooh, 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 ooh. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make garments for Aaron to consecrate him. So, the people who are doing the work for creating the garments for Aaron, the priest, and then that's also mentioned of them for creating the tabernacle and all the instruction there, is the wisdom to do it. They have the capacity to go about it. Okay, it's low but echoey. Okay. I'll play it again. Let me know if it's better. Just checking something here. Let's try that. Okay. Let me try it now.
Strong's H2451. Chokhmah. Chokhmah.
And we're going to ads, so sorry. We'll come back and try it again.
He's got that flat cap dapper look.
Yep, it's better. Okay, good.
He's online, spreading the word on Twitch. Pastor with a cheerful heart, no lie, preaching joy so high to the sky. He'll be right back, yes, he'll be right back. He'll be back in 2 or 3. Flat cat dapper, flat cat dapper.
Yeah, and I know I did some recording a video to make a new foot and hat, but I have not edited it yet. So we will get to that eventually.
Yeah, we'll be right back in 2 or 3. Right back after this break. No mistake.
You know, the Seribot is really good with the timing on the ads. I'm so glad Papstio showed me that and helped me get that set up. So I have much better understanding of when you guys are going and coming back. So the string of the pants will not be there in the new shoes and parade one. No, it will not. I know that bugs some people, and I'm just like, and? As my whole life has been that way. I'm short. I cannot buy pants that are short enough, and they only will be short if I hem them. So, like, I as a kid, I would often have that little ribbon on the back would end up off, and it'd be a little strap down there, and every once in a while, I'd trip over my pants. So, like, it's been that way my whole life, so I don't even think anything of it. Okay. Let's finish Proverbs 3, and we'll be done for today. We've got conference coming up here, so I need to get prepped for conference today for Control Alt Recover. So we'll be there. And I do have 2 more podcasts that will be coming, and I got to get a podcast out for tomorrow. For the one I recorded yesterday, it's going out of order. It's going to be promoing the conference for Gaming Con. So, anyway, let's finish this. By wisdom, the Lord laid the foundation of the earth. He established heavens by understanding. The theme of God's use of wisdom in creation is developed in Proverbs 8 because God established the world to operate according to the principles of wisdom. It is impossible for anyone to live successfully in a world apart from the wisdom that only God can give. Omega! It's like you have to shop in the teen section. Well, my problem is I have a 28-inch inseam. Pants don't come in 28-inch inseam. I can occasionally find a 29. Okay? 29 is not common in once you get past 30 waist. It's not common to find a 29. So I have to buy 30s, which are 2 inches too long. It's just what I do. And so they end up getting under my foot as I walk. There you go. More info than you probably ever wanted to know. Okay, so by wisdom. So this is a part, we were talking about this in John, with the wisdom of God, with Jesus being the Logos, which is another word for connecting to wisdom that God had So wisdom has to be there for God to create, is part of the thinking of the Jewish mind. Wisdom is there to lay the foundation. Why do we get this? Because Proverbs tells us this. So God uses wisdom. Wisdom is an attribute of God. Wisdom is present with God. Wisdom is its own personified thing. It is a thing that exists and God uses in order to create stuff. Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I needed to know how to sew. Yeah, it's also one of the reasons why sewing machines I've got always had the little leg thing that you could do hems. Like I specifically for years with my dress pants would go and hem them all so that wouldn't happen. I never bothered with jeans. Jeans is a pain in the butt to do that with. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. As I've gotten older, I just, whatever. Okay. By his knowledge, the primordial sea was broken open so that the clouds dripped down dew. The word Tiamat, primordial sea, alludes to the chaotic deep. This has viewed the ancient world as a force to be reckoned with. However, God only formed it, but not only formed it, but controls it, springs and torrents. So Tiamat can also be the chaos monster. So it is used of the sea, of the deep, gotten older, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So God has controls over chaos. Let's go look for the word sea. When does it first show up? When do we have Tiamat?
Strong's H 8415. Tehom.
Okay. We're just looking for first usage. Genesis 1, 2. And darkness was upon the face of the Tiamat. Darkness is on the face of the Tiamat. The chaos that is there, the deep waters that are there, God is over them. And he's going to put them in their place. Oh, the slightly similar... your thing is 42 waist, 32 legs, but in Arizona you're considered short and find difficulty that size in... Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what I always thought? Like, they have a big and tall section. Why do they not have stores for short and stout? Why do they not have stores for short and stout? Like, anybody... Like, the longest pant leg that should be sold in that store should be a 30. maybe I'll allow for a 42-32, but nothing longer than 32. We can go that, but yeah. Okay. So I told you I don't do all of my own hemming. I actually there is a seamstress in town. When I go buy dress pants, I now take them to her. Like, you know, Men's Warehouse, when you buy stuff, they'll do the hems on there. I've done it a couple of times. They haven't been exactly what I wanted after I get them home. And so I've taken them over to the seamstress in town. And for like, I want to say, maybe it's $10 a pair of pants, she'll hem them for me. So, yo, one reason. Peace. Thank you, friend. Thank you. I did fill out the sign up for the event you shared with me. I haven't heard anything back from it. Should I have heard anything back on that event? Because I'd like to get the schedule on my calendar so I don't forget about it. But I don't have a specific time. So anyway, hope you're doing well, friend. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so God is the one who broke open the sea. He was over the chaos waters. He put them in their place. My child, do not let them escape from your sight.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Sorry, I saw the redeem there, and that was going to be really weird if I overspoke that. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries. One reason you're making the schedule. but you're still waiting for more response. Okay, good. Oh, good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. Josh C is me. Good morning, friend. So that's all. That's all. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. We still got time. I will hopefully not accidentally schedule anything else. I gave you my best times that should not get conflict. Top of the month sounds good. Sounds good. That's plenty of time. Okay. My child, do not let them escape from your sight. Safeguard sound wisdom and discretion. Okay. If I have things that I want to make sure are taken care of, I don't want them to escape from my sight. So, my kids, I don't want my kids to escape from my sight. So what do? I keep an eye on them. If I have animals that I don't have fenced in or I don't have on a chain, I want to keep an eye on them. Like the sheep, when I'm out in the pasture, want to keep an eye on them so they don't escape. So the same way I want to safeguard wisdom and understanding and discretion, I don't want them to escape. So I got to keep my eye on them at all times so I can possess them and have them and enjoy them, so I focus on them. Oh man, that is so beautiful. So they will become life for your soul and grace around your neck. So we're returning to the motif we had earlier. Maybe there's a chiasm here. Early on, we had tie mercy and truth, grace and truth, or hesed, love, loyal love around your neck. Now we have around our neck, wisdom is going to be there, and discretion. Then you will walk on your way with security and you will not stumble. Why would you stumble? Stumbling is falling down. Stumbling is going to strike your foot. You do not want to strike your foot on the stone. You want the smooth path. When you lie down, you will not be filled with fear. When you lie down, your sleep will be pleasant. Like, doesn't this sound like a great thing? Like, how many of you, and myself included, you go to lay down and all you can do is have your mind race about all the problems that are going on in your life, how you can solve all the problems, the things that you don't have, the things that might happen, the things that could happen, the problems you need to solve, the bills that aren't paid, the things that you need to do, the things that you haven't gotten done, and your mind just begins to race. Well, if you are at peace, your mind is calm, and you have pleasantness when you go to sleep. So this is saying of trusting in the security of God, chasing after the wisdom and understanding of God is like putting everything in its proper place so that your mind does not race. Oh, that's so good. Omega, yeah, that's right. If they go out to play, tell them to stay in the front yard where you can see them while you're doing chores. Yeah. Yeah. Do not be afraid of sudden disaster or when destruction overtakes the wicked. For the Lord will be the source of your confidence, and he will guard your foot from being caught in a trap. God is the one who's going to guard you. God is your confidence. You don't have to have confidence in yourself. Do not withhold good from those who need it when you have the ability to help them. Why? Because I'm not worried about myself because God is providing for me. So when I see someone in need, I can act upon the need. I have the ability to help someone else. I do it. I don't count the cost. I don't worry about things. This is such a good one. And let's just keep going on here. Do not say to your neighbor, go, return tomorrow, and I will give it to you when you have it with you at the time. Like, why would I tell my neighbor to go away and come back tomorrow? Because maybe somebody else gives it to them and I don't have to. That would be why I send them away. I'm hoping to have them find it by some other means. So I'm not obligated. So I don't have to be part of it. Do not withhold good from those who need it. What do we have here? From its possessors. Ooh. Do not withhold good from the one who possesses it. Ooh, that's so cool. When you have the ability, when it's in the power of your hand, it's in the power of your hand. I can do good. I should. I just don't know how much cooler that is than that. Do not plot evil against your neighbor when he dwells by you unsuspectingly. Do not accuse anyone without legitimate cause. If if he has not treated you wrongly, don't make up some fake sus accusation. Do not envy a violent man. Okay, why would I envy a violent man? Because a violent man is going to have a lot of power. A violent man potentially has a lot of riches and wealth. A violent man has a lot of people underneath them. Don't envy them. And do not choose any of his ways, because the outcome isn't good. For one who goes astray is an abomination. Wait, what do we have here for astray? The basic meaning of lose is to turn aside, to depart. Okay, to stray, crookedness. So the one who strays from the path is an abomination to the Lord, and he reveals his intimate counsel to the upright. Abomination of the Lord. Yeah, Yevah functions as a genitive of respect. Abomination to the Lord. It is loathsome or detestable him. Things that are repugnant to the Lord are usually the most heinous of crimes and the gross violation of ritual. Except here, it's just straying from the path. If you don't stay on the path of life, of the way you should go, you stray from it, you're an abomination. Which would be everybody. Anyone who goes astray from the path of loving God and loving your neighbor is an abomination. So quit elevating any singular sin, because right here in Proverbs, it's saying anyone straying from the path is an abomination. Oh, might that include gossip? You betcha. Oh, might that include causing dissension, which also happens to be mentioned. Those who sow seeds of division are an abomination to God. Yeah, we got that in another passage. Oh, we also, you know what we have? Mixing cotton and linen is an abomination to God. Why? It's mixing things together. It's going astray from the thing that is straightforward of the way. So, yeah. However, instead of going astray, God reveals his intimate counsel to the upright. Seeking after God, being upright, staying on the path. Staying on the path reveals God intimately to you. Straying from the path is an abomination. It breaks the relationship. You are not there, and then the Lord's curse is on the household of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. With arrogant scoffers, he is scornful, yet he shows favor to the humble. Okay, so scoffers, those who mock God, those who are opposed to God, he gives scorn to them, yet those who are humble receive favor. The wise inherit honor, but he upholds fools to public contempt. So, oh, that this felt true all the time. Because frankly, at times, fools seem to be honored. They seem to be honored by the world. Until they aren't. Until they aren't. They can for a long time, and then there's a weakness, a vulnerability, and the world piles on top of them. Can look good for us a while. It eventually, it's going to end up being bad. And humbling yourself ends up being in the favor of God. All right. I hope you enjoyed that today. We're going to take a break. I will be back doing the summit for recovery ministry. We'll be over on the Church Digital podcast the Church Digital channel. We will be over there for that. So just in case anybody wants to participate in that and see that, we're going to raid over to the Fish channel, and then in about an hour and a half when it starts, we'll raid over to the Church Digital channel. So that way you don't have to find it. You don't have to miss it. If you're lurking, you'll be there. If you go find something else to go watch, no worries, friend. I appreciate that you were here hanging out with me for this time. All right, so let me give you a blessing again today. May God's seeking comfort find you. May his loving arms bind you. May his might protect you. May his wisdom direct you. May the joyous love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you love both now and forevermore. Amen. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out and being with me and helping me get through the morning, this part of the morning, in my sleep-deprived state. You didn't recommend any raid yesterday? Well, they came in and said that you had Luces, and I ended up with 50 subs, which has got to be a record for me to have in one time. It was, and then right after the 50 subs came in, the raid came in like on the heels of we were in a raid train, which it was just spectacular and fun. So, all right, I'm gonna have to go back and look. It's like Prophet somebody. I've never heard of them. I'd never heard of them. So somebody Prophet. Yeah, I am sleep deprived. Omega. Yes, I went to bed at 1:30 a.m. Or probably 2 o'clock because I was up streaming until then. So yeah, I'm in a sleep deprived state today. But so we will say we're gonna go over to the Fish channel. We will raid over to the Church Digital. Sometime after the conference today, we will be out riding bike again today. I want it to be warmer. We'll be out. We'll be doing that. So thank you, everyone. Have a very, 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 very blessed day, everybody. Yeah, I hope you can get rest later. Thank you, Omega. I do need some. Might be a cat nap in there today.
Flat cap on his head, he's streaming live. Reading from the book, the word's so alive. A prayer in his heart that lifts the soul. In the digital world where spirits roll. Hallelujah, from the screen we scream. Join the pastor in the holy dream, spreading love with every verse he reads, planting hope like precious seeds. He's a shepherd with a virtual flock, leading us to faith around the clock. Tapping amen as we raise our hands in this sacred digital land. Don't need a pew to find the light. Through a screen he's shining bright, preaching peace and guiding us right. In our hearts his fire ignites. Hallelujah, from the screen we scream. Join the pastor in the holy dream, spreading love with every verse he reads, planting hope like precious seeds. Chat is buzzing with the gospel truth. Every line a fountain of youth. Bible open pages turn